Hello everyone. So I'll be solving a medium LeetCode problem today called custom sort string. So let's read the question first. You are given two strings order and s. All the characters of order are unique and were sorted in some custom order previously. So we are given two string order and s, and it says that order has unique. So that's an important point to note, that they are unique characters. So there isn't any repeated character over here. And then next it says is permute the characters of s so that they match the order that order, so this order string, was sorted. More specifically, if a character x occurs before a character y in order, then x should occur before y is in the permuted string. Return any permutation of s that satisfies this property. Okay, so what's trying to say is that we are given two string order and s. So order dictates, so you know how in normal alphabets we know a comes before b, b comes before c, lexicographically. So same way, there is this string order which is custom sorted. So just imagine that now in this case c comes before b and b comes before a, and that's the order, that's the new order which order string defines. And then s, we need to rearrange s such that we are following this order, right? And then it also says that, okay, it also says that if it matches, then it should essentially match this order. If there are extra elements, we can put it anywhere, right? Because it says over here in the example, it says that since bca already exists in order, so it's sorted bca, and since d is an extra character, it can be put anywhere else. That's what it says, that since d does not appear in order, it can be put at any position in return string. So these are all accepted string. We can put d first, we can put second, we can put third, or we can also put it at the end as it does over here, right? So it's pretty clear, right? So the only thing is that we need to follow this pattern, whatever this custom sort is. We need to rearrange s so that it follows that pattern, and if there is an extra character, you can put it anywhere. That's I hope you understand this. So what we will be doing in this case is, one important point we need to note is that over here the sorting really matters, or the order in which the character occurs is very important. So we need to store it some way, and one of the easier way to store that piece of information is essentially making a map, right? So if we make a map, and if for every character we note the index of it, so that's the simplest way to do is, hey, I'm gonna assign c as 0, b as 1, a as 2. So that way I'll know that c comes before b, b comes before a, right? So if once we make that map, we can use that map to actually rearrange it and create a new string out of it. So let's see, let's do the first part of it, which is store the indexes of this character in the string. So let's just say, let me make an ordered map first, where we'll store this piece of information. So that would be char map with int, and we'll just call it as index, right? And then when we'll iterate in this string order, and then we'll store all the indices of all the characters. So int I equals to 0, and I'll go till order dot size, so till the end of it, and then we'll keep on increasing until we reach the end. And over here I will just say order whatever that character at ith position is, and then I'll just assign it I, right? So now c is assigned with 0, b is assigned with 1, a is assigned with 2, and so on and so forth. So once we have that, now what we need to do is we need to use that map to recreate the string, right? So for that, right now I chose unordered map because the sequence doesn't matter, right? All we need to hold is that every character should be mapped with an index. That's all we want. We don't care if b comes before, like in this particular container, we don't care how they are formed, right? But in this string s, we will care for you know, for the sequence of it, right? So one of the best ways is to actually use map, but in this case we'll be using multi-map, right? I'll show you just in a second why I'm using a multi-map instead of map. So okay, now I will be using this piece of information to know which character comes before which character. So that's why I'm creating a map from int to char. And the reason I chose multi-map is that there can be repeating alphabets. So in that case, I need to have a container which can hold. It should be a map, but it should also hold not just unique values, but two key can have multiple same values. So that's we will only get that property in a multi-map. So that's why I'm just using multi-map, and then I'll just name it m, and then I will iterate in string s. So I'll be iterating in string s. So I'll just say s, and then I'll call okay. So now what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to check if this already exists. So I'll see if the particular character already exists in order, then we care about it. If it doesn't, for example in this case d does not happen to be in order, so we can just put it anywhere. So I'll just use this condition that if x dot find, so id x dot find, if I find this particular a dx dot n, that means we actually found it in our unordered map. That means it exists. In that case we want to store it, right? So let's just say m dot insert, and then we will be inserting where that position of this character is, right, in this particular map. So it's gonna be idx of a, right? And then we're just gonna insert a as a second as a value, right? So once we have that, then else, so in else case we'll be encountering, or we'll be handling the case where this particular character doesn't even appear in order. So as I initially told, right, if it doesn't exist in order, that character, we don't care, we can just put it either in front, at back, or any other index. So that's my personal decision. I'm gonna put it at front because that's easier, right? Because on 0th position I can put it. So instead of how it in the given example the d is appended at the end, I'm just going to do it at front, just because it's very easy for us to do it, right? So I'll just say m dot insert, and the value over here would be, the position would be 0 and the character is a. Now just think about it. If I'm doing 0 over here, so I'm already using the 0th position for this particular character. I actually need to do 1 plus this, so that I am actually not looking, because this is actually 0th index. So c as told, it would be assigned to 0, b is 1, c is 2. But now since I'm already appending d at the first one, or any character which does not exist in order, like at the first position, now I need to actually shift it. So it's going to be 1 plus, right? And once I have done this, now we know that in multimap we are storing the position, and multimap already sorts. So now I know that this particular string is already sorted according to the order of the string provided. So now once we have that, now all we need to do is build a string, right? So how we can build a string? It's very easy. I'm just gonna iterate key value in multimap, which is m, and then I'm gonna find, okay, I also have to actually create a string variable answer, which I'm going to initialize with a null string, or like empty string. And once I have empty string, I'm going to just keep on appending. So answer plus equals to b, right? So every time we will be going in this multi-map, and since this is already sorted, right, I'm using this property of multi-map, which gives us a sorted map. And why I'm using multi-map rather than just using a normal map, because I can also have multiple values. What if there is a, b, b, c, d, right? When there are multiples, I need to also store that multiple key map to a same value, and that's why I'm using multi-map instead of map. So once we have that, so what this for loop does is that it will rearrange. it would be actually DCBA, right? D, because D does not exist in order, and that's why I'm just using a index 0, because that's easier, right? Any character which does not exist in order, I'll just append it, or like I'll put it at the front of the string. And so my string would be very different. So if you see over here, the output is DCBA, not CBAD, right? Because D is the character which does not exist in order, and that's why I just inserted it the first. So, and it also accepts, right? As it says that it doesn't matter if there is a character which does not exist in order, you can put it anywhere, and that's why I just did it at 0. So okay, this first case passes. Let me submit it. What did I miss? Oh, okay. I think I did not return the answer. Let me just say return answer. Try run it. It runs and let's submit it. Alright, so it got submitted, right? So that's the solution for this problem. I hope you understand. If you don't, just put whatever question you have in comment section. I'll take a look and I'll try to respond as soon as I can. But this is medium level problem, and it's pretty easy, right? If you once the only trick is that you have to use two maps, right? One is unordered map, and the next time you have to actually use multimap so that you actually rearrange, and it automatically does it for you. Since I'm already using multimap, it just rearrange and just have the index according to whatever the indices were initially stored. So it's pretty good problem to solve. I hope you understand this problem. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.